Now, back to Coastal Living on KZTV.
Welcome back, everyone, to Coastal Living. Now, the anticipation is killing me. The big game is almost here, and Americans are excited to consume a whopping 1.3 billion chicken wings and over 50 million cases of beer. To help manage spikes in demand on one of the biggest food consumption days of the year, food and beverage companies have begun using AI to determine what will be popular, how much they need, and how to make sure that it's in stock. Makes sense, right? So joining us today to discuss the secrets behind successfully planning for the big game is the Chief Executive Officer at LLamasoft, Razat Gaurav, all the way from New York. Thank you for joining us, Razat.
Hi, Clarissa. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So we're all looking forward to the big game, and this is a great topic because we want to know that we're not being wasteful on such a big day. So tell me, how do companies ensure that our favorite snacks are on the shelves for the big game?
Yeah, like you said, it's one of the largest food days in the country. Actually, it's the second largest day after Thanksgiving. And Americans will be spending on average about $82 per person.
Wow.
Just on food, beverage, and decor leading up to game day. And the surge in volume of consumption of food and beverages is staggering. And in order for companies who are manufacturing these items, the retailers who are selling them, or restaurant chains, they had to go through a lot of planning and a lot of decision making in order to make the inventory available at the right time, at the right place, in the right quantities. And those decisions now are really being powered by data and advanced algorithms in the AI world. And getting it right has huge stakes because if you understock, you're going to have lost sales, you're going to have unhappy consumers. On the other hand, if you overstock, you're going to have a lot of waste. And so getting it right is really important. You know, what some people think of is what is optimality. And that's what AI is helping us unlock in a more and more sophisticated way.
Wonderful. Well, it's great to know that we are using our technology to benefit not only the companies, but the consumer, so that we don't have a guilty conscience about being wasteful, but we can rest assured that we'll get what we need for the big game day. So tell me, we understand that U.S. companies will spend $40 billion this year on supply chain technology, including artificial intelligence. Can you give us an example of how AI is being used by these major brands? You mentioned algorithms, and then also where these products need to go.
Yeah, it starts with making more accurate predictions. And ultimately, the consumer is the ultimate source of demand. And so understanding consumer behavior, looking at historical patterns, but overlaying those with, leading indicators, is really what AI brings together. And these predictions are getting more and more sophisticated. And with those predictions made on what the consumer is going to be consuming, in what quantities, in what mix, really allows these companies to stage the inventory and make inventory decisions. And again, there, a lot of mathematics gets used in making those decisions. So if you're, for example, Anheuser-Busch InBev, who are one of our customers, you've got to plan for a huge surge just leading up to game day. To give you a sense, the surge in beer consumption on game day equates to almost half the surge that exists in the entire summer. Right, so it's really staggering, and companies like Domino's Pizza, like Anheuser-Busch InBev, are really using data and algorithms to make these decisions, both on the prediction side, on the inventory side, but also all the things that happen upstream prior to that. How much do they need to source? For example, Frito-Lay, part of Pepsi Group, another one of our customers, has to start sourcing potatoes from farmers. They've got to go through the production processes, they've got to go through the distribution processes, and all the fulfillment that needs to happen so that the inventory is available in the right place, at your grocery store or at the pub or the restaurant chains. So all of that requires a lot of decision making, and AI is really involved in each one of those steps in helping those decisions to be better and smarter.
Wonderful. And you mentioned it takes a lot of preparation, and it's great for us to know that AI is being used in a way to benefit all of us. Now, not only does it benefit the company by assuring that they get able to maximize their sales, but tell me how the use of AI can prepare for these big spikes. You mentioned anticipating the potatoes to create the chips. And how is it helping eliminate food waste, which is a big concern right now?
Yeah, food waste is a huge problem. We as a country in the U.S., we waste about a third of the food we produce. That equates to about $160 billion of wasted food. So that's a real big opportunity. And so getting it right, using AI is really, really important. It's also a big opportunity for us.
Wonderful. Well, I think our viewers are intrigued. And Razat, thank you so much for your time. But tell me, where can we go for more information on this?
Yeah, feel free to go to llamasoft.com. You'll find a lot more information, a lot more case studies there, and we can take it from there.
All right, guys, you're watching Coastal Living. We'll be right back.